to become a Royal Guard, me as the first general of MVP, I already have an idea of who I would want there. But at the same time, I need to complete my task force, right? Which is an elite fighting unit made up of the best of the best. Sorry, I just like saying that a lot. But yeah, so the Royal Guards, you can call the Royal Guards and the task force like cousins, because the task force's job is to de-escalate any issue within the fam. Okay, you demote individuals within facing them, and either a 3v1 if they can't find 9 people to face 9 people, to face the 11 people of task force, or um, it's normally just a 3v1 since you can't find the right amount of people to have to face the task force. Facing the task force is kind of like going to court and paying your parking ticket. You know what I mean? Uh, if you win, you get off with a warning. If you lose, you get demoted. And then you got to go to a sergeant to figure out a 3-month task that you're supposed to complete in order to get your rank and number back. Okay? So everything connects in the MVP tree. What the Royal Guards do. So let's say there's somebody in 5th gen. Let's say that no. Let's say there's somebody in 6th gen causing a lot of shit, causing a lot of problems. Task Force notices these problems. Notices that this person is doing it on purpose, and he doesn't give a shit, right? If the task force says to this individual within Royal to Loyal's generations that you have 9 days to select a 9-man team, if you're in Royal to Loyal's 5th or 6th gen, you have the obligation to say, well, I'll have the Royal Guards there tomorrow. Okay? Now, if somebody in 5th or 6th gen demands the Royal Guards for assistance, then it turns into a 5v5. An instant 5v. So wait, how much people in the Royal Guards now? There's 4 people and then the idiot. Okay, so yeah, that's a 5v5. So you're up against 4 elite players that are supposed to protect Royal to Loyal. Now, as you know, okay, so I think I finished that statement. So it turns into a 5v5, and they have, I would have to say, a 92% chance. Wait, they're facing the task force? Yeah, I would say they got maybe like a 78% chance on winning. Since it's fair, it's even, it's a 5v5, you know what I mean? But usually since the task force is the second highest rank in the fam underneath me, the MVP general, I would have to say it wouldn't turn out as a 5v5. It would probably still be uneven. I think it would be a lot easier to grab another 2 people or 3 people to make it an 8v9 or something like that. And that would be like a... No. You grab 2 people, and then we try to even it out with an 8-on-8 or something like that. It's not going to be a 5v5, especially if Task Force can bend the rules and do whatever they want to ensure that they have a 100% chance on winning. If you do everything calm and... I'm getting too into this. Okay, so Royal to Loyal is the 3rd cap to MVP. He's busted his ass. He worked really hard to become the 3rd cap. I didn't know who was going to win the 3rd cap tournament, but he pulled it off. Okay, Royal absolutely 100% doesn't like doing 1v1s. So that's why he has his Royal Guards, who once the Royal Guards is assembled and we have the full unit of the Royal Guards, Royal will only teach the Royal Guards every single thing he knows, tactics, attachments, how he plays. They're gonna be like his fucking shield and armor, the Royal Guards. And if you watch any cartoon show like Beyblade or Metal Masters? Yeah, forgive me. I watched Beyblade Metal Masters because I like Beyblade. I like the original a lot better, but it was on. I watched it, whatever. Julian Conzard, who I liked, he had these two people protecting him, his twin Jules or some shit like that. And they don't let anybody touch Julian if they ain't worthy of touching Julian. If they could kick your ass, it doesn't make... if they could kick your ass, it don't make no sense for fucking Conzard to get his hands wet. So that's what the Royal Guards are going to be for Royal to Loyal. Okay, if you want a 1v1 Royal to Loyal, you get through the Royal Guards. But you only have to face the Royal Guards. Now, I really want Royal to Loyal to do 1v1s, but he should only do a 1v1 if it's necessary to do so. If it's absolutely super important for him to do so, right? But he doesn't like doing 1v1s regardless, so I would love to say that if you want to test your skills, you test it with the Royal Guards, okay? If you manage to even beat... you see, that's where I draw the line, because I don't even think Royal would do it even regardless. Like, for instance, or how about we do this? If you beat all three, including the leader of the Royal Guards. He's not the captain of the Royal Guards. There's no captain. He's the leader of the Royal Guards, King Hydro. In whatever 1v1 that the Royal Guards make for you to do, whether it's a 5-minute match or whether it's a 10-minute match, then you would have the full opportunity to face Royal to Loyal. You got to beat all 4 of them. Now, if 3 of them ain't online and you face 1 of them, well, then that's too bad. Okay, it has to be the same day in the same session. So if you can't beat all 4 of them, then you can't face Royal to Loyal. Or tell Royal that you beat all 4 of them. Now, am I worthy enough to, face you? And the thing is, it's not even about being worthy to face Royal. It's just one of those things where he just absolutely hates 1v1s. But as a captain MVP, I expect him to be at his best at all times. So I really want him to do 1v1s like I have done and the first cap has done. Especially the 4th. So going back to the Royal Guards, what else did they do? So I talked about what the Royal Guards came from. The name came from Royal. And I talked about what they're supposed to do regarding the task force. Because the whole purpose of the Royal Guards is to protect your generation, okay? If anybody in your generation or in Royal to Loyal's generations has an issue with the Force, then the Royal Guards come in there and they help their own. That's what the Royal Guards are for. They help their own. That's it. If you want a 1v1 Royal to Loyal, you 1v1 the Royal Guards because... Now, I wouldn't say the Royal Guards are equal to Royal to Loyal, but within his generations, the ranks would go like Member, Lieutenant, Royal Guards, and then Royal to Loyal. That's how it goes with the power scale and ranks within Royal to Loyal's generations. Okay? Being in the Royal Guards is an honor because it makes you an elite. Like of the 2 generations led by Royal to Loyal, you are like one of the 4 strongest players in your generation. Okay? Which is great. Okay, it's good. I love when I see resumes like this. And you can only do stuff like this when you got a family, a clan that's been going on as long as MVP has, 8 years, right? I love resumes like that. Oh, you're in Task Force. You're a elite in MVS. You're a captain in MVS. You're a captain in our melee division MVMP. Like, I love shit like that. It shows me that the person I'm talking to is the legit, real fucking deal, and the biggest fucking future of the fam. That, hey, you know what I mean? That's great. Yeah. So basically, there's gonna be 4 people in the Royal Guards. If you want a 1v1 Royal, you 1v1 the Royal Guards, because if you can't even beat one of the Royal Guards, then you don't even... There's no way you're going to beat Royal. Royal is really good, okay? I would probably consider him the 2nd strongest person in all of MVP right now, okay? Above him is the 4th cap. Now, he should have 1v1 the 4th cap when it was the 4th cap tournament finals, but he doesn't like doing 1v1s. So I had to do it regardless. But I was in the best shape. You know, I trained for that for years. I was ready. You know, I beat Spartan the day before, so it was surprised how quickly he learned and how quickly he figured out whatever the fuck I was doing or whatever everybody else was doing in the tournament to beat them. So he's very fucking skilled. Um, I would say he's better than Royal. But yeah, that's what the Royal Guards are for. You protect your own, and you guys are leaders. Okay, so I want you guys to be heroes to your generations. You know, like knights of your generations, and I want you guys to like bring them online. You know what I mean? Fifth gen's an old gen, but if there's a few of them online, to just carry them online, mix them up with sixth gen, carry them online. If I'm not online or something like that, and be leaders, play with them. Same thing as the Spartans. Try to like have that chemistry. Uh, something I something I wanted to say. The Royal Guards are basically going to be Royal Taloyo's kids. Okay, so you guys are going to follow Royal Taloyo wherever he needs you. So, for instance, if I'm not online and Royal Taloyo basically trained you as a fucking clone of him, then I think you guys are enough firepower for Royal Taloyo to play online with and to win. Because I want the Royal Guards and the Royal Taloyo to have this fucking bond and this fucking chemistry that is going to motivate each parties to be the best that they can be in their matches. You don't know you don't know how far I see into the future, but like I always have these correct visions, and I know if Royal Taloyo has like these guys that do all his 1v1s for him and does a debut for him while he's there watching, it can make Royal Taloyo wanna motivate himself to do 1v1s again. And I think that would be really great for the fam and for Royal Taloyo himself, because everybody wants to face Royal to see what he is. Like I said, he's the second strongest player in all of MVP. He's that damn good. Task Force. Task Force. If Royal was to face Task Force by himself, he would lose. Because Task Force, they're all fucking drop 35 plus online. They're all great leaders, and they've been here for a long ass fucking time. You don't fuck with Task Force. That's all I can say. But that's basically what the Royal Guards are for. Okay, someone gets demoted by Task Force, or if someone's going to get demoted by Task Force, Royal Guards come in. You get two more people. You make it an 8-on-8, and try to win. You got the Royal fucking Guards that protect Royal Taloyo and his generation. You got like the biggest fucking firepower that you need in order for you to get off with a warning or something like that. Because it's only one match. It's not like it's a best 2 out of 3 or something like that, right? And another thing the Royal Guards do is they keep everything organized within Royal's generations. For instance, if Royal can't make an event, then they gotta replace him and be there for him, because Royal is also in university, but right now it's summertime, right? That's all I could say really about the Royal Guards. To get in it, I'm just gonna let Royal Taloyo handpick himself on who he wants to be in the Royal Guards. Maybe we can do, like, for instance, after the MVS Gen versus Gen, I wanted to make the Spartans. I wanted to do the free for all, see who's going to be the top 6, and we can do a clip of that. Then afterwards, we can do another clip of who Royal Taloyo wants to be in the Spartans, and that would be great. So I'll catch you guys later in the next video, and all of MVP appreciates the 129 subs we got. Hopefully we can get to 160 by the next 2-3 months or something like that, and that'll be great. So I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Peace. Let me just do a dance. And where's the whip? Watch me whip. Hey, watch me lady. Here we go. Watch me whip. Whip. Watch me nanny. Let's get it. A round of applause. Yeah, thank you very much. It was a lot of hard work and effort. And all right, I'm getting out of here.